Hello and welcome to Quiz Time. I'm Jess, and today I'm taking you around the world on a geography quiz. So, are you ready? Let's go. Which of the following is the smallest country in Africa by land area? Seychelles, Guinea-Bissau, or Gambia? The Seychelles. The Ascom Empire, an ancient civilization, was located in which modern-day country? Sudan, Ethiopia, or Kenya? Ethiopia. Which of the following is not a landlocked country? Kazakhstan, Switzerland, or Venezuela? Venezuela. What is the capital of Bhutan? Thimphu, Kathmandu, or Colombo? Thimphu. The Danube River flows through which of the following countries? Greece, Hungary, or Turkey? Hungary. Which of these islands is part of France? Barbados, Martinique, or Tahiti? Martinique. The Strait of Hormuz separates which two bodies of water? The Persian Gulf and the Red Sea, the Arabian Sea and the Mediterranean Sea, or the Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman? The Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman. Which mountain range is the longest in the world? Andes, Himalayas, or the Rocky Mountains? The Andes. Which country is known for having the largest number of volcanoes in the world? Japan, Indonesia, or the United States? Indonesia. Which is the only country that has both a coast on the Mediterranean Sea and a coast on the Atlantic Ocean? Spain, Morocco, or Portugal? Morocco. Which country has Tetum as one of its official languages? Laos, Timor-Leste, or Papua New Guinea? Timor-Leste. True or false? The Indian Ocean is where the Great Barrier Reef is located. True or false? It's false. Which of these countries is located entirely south of the equator? Brazil, Uganda, Australia, Australia, Madagascar, Argentina, or Argentina, Kenya, Zimbabwe? Australia, Madagascar, and Argentina. The largest desert in the world, the something desert, is located in Antarctica. Gobi, Kalahari, or Polar? It's the polar desert. Which location is not associated with the Amazon River? Bolivia, Colombia, or Argentina? Argentina. Which of these countries does not share a border with Russia? Mongolia, Norway, or Iran? It's Iran. Which of the following countries has the highest population density? Monaco, Bangladesh, or India? Monaco. The ancient city of Carthage is located in which modern-day country? Egypt, Tunisia, or Libya? Tunisia. Choose the correct pair of country and its largest river. Egypt and the Nile, Brazil and the Mississippi, or Russia and the Volga? Egypt and the Nile. Which of the following rivers is associated with the formation of the Grand Canyon? Colorado River, Missouri River, or Amazon River? Colorado River. Which is the largest island in the world by land area? Greenland, New Guinea, or Borneo? Greenland. What is the name of the mountain range that forms the natural border between France and Spain? The Alps, the Pyrenees, or the Andes? The Pyrenees. The Gobi Desert is located in Africa, Asia, or Australia? Asia. Which of the following is the ancient name of Iraq? Mesopotamia, Persia, or Phoenicia? Mesopotamia. Match the country with its capital. Brazil, Brasilia, Mexico, Lima, or Japan, Beijing? Which is correct? Brazil and Brasilia. Which of these countries does not have a coastline? Nepal, Chile, or Japan? Nepal. Which of the following countries share a border with India? Choose two. China, Nepal, or Afghanistan? China and Afghanistan. Unscramble the letters to reveal the name of a country. LPUAUA, Egypt, Mali, or Palu? Palu. Rank these rivers by their length from longest to shortest. Mississippi, Yangtze, Nile, or Amazon? It's the second one, with the Nile first, then the Amazon. Mount Kilimanjaro is the highest mountain in Africa. Is that true or is it false? It's true. Which of these rivers flows through the least number of countries? Congo River, Danube River, or Nile River? The Danube River. Match the body of water with its corresponding location. Lake Victoria, Sudan, Caspian Sea, China, or Lake Baikal in Russia. Lake Baikal in Russia. Which country has the highest average elevation? Switzerland, Nepal, or Bhutan? Bhutan. True or false? The island of Madagascar lies in the Indian Ocean, east of Africa. That's true. The largest landlocked country in the world by area is Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, or Mali. Kazakhstan. Which of the following countries is not part of the Arab League? Turkey, Saudi Arabia, or Egypt? Turkey. The Atlas Mountains are located in Asia, North Africa, or South America? North Africa. Which island is closest to the geographical South Pole? Bouvet Island, South Georgia Island, or Tristan da Cunha? Bouvet Island. Find the hidden country within the following sentence. A large group of tourists went to visit the island's beautiful scenery. Israel, Italy, or Russia? Israel. Which civilization is credited with building the first pyramids in Egypt? Middle Kingdom, New Kingdom, or Old Kingdom? Old Kingdom. Which of these seas has no outlet to the ocean? Mediterranean Sea, Aral Sea, or Red Sea? Aral Sea. Which of these is not a country in the Caribbean? Barbados, Honduras, or Jamaica? Honduras. Which of these regions is not part of the African continent? Siberia, North Africa, or East Africa? Siberia. Which of the following countries lies entirely to the east of the prime meridian? Spain, Brazil, or Japan? Japan. Unscramble the letters to identify the geographical landmark. Is that Mount Etna, Constantinople, or Princeton? Yes, Princeton. The Grand Canal, the longest man-made waterway in the world, is located in China, United States, or Egypt? China. Which of these mountain ranges is the youngest? Alps, Himalayas, or Alpackian Mountains? The Himalayas. The city of Petra, an ancient city carved into rose red rock, is located in which country? Saudi Arabia, Jordan, or Israel? Jordan. Which of these countries does not observe daylight saving time? Germany, United States, or India? India. Which ancient civilization was known for the construction of Machu Picchu? Mayan, Aztec, or Inca? Inca. Which of these islands is part of the United Kingdom but located in the southern hemisphere? Bermuda, Falkland Islands, or Isle of Man? The Falkland Islands. Which of these countries has the highest number of official languages? South Africa, Switzerland, or Canada? South Africa. Which of these countries is home to the only active volcano in Europe? Iceland, Italy, or Greece? Italy. Which of these is the largest lake by surface area that is not a sea or an ocean? Caspian Sea, Lake Ontario, or Lake Superior? Caspian Sea. Which desert is the driest in the world, receiving less than 1 millimetre of rain per year? Sahara Desert, Kalahari Desert, or Atacama Desert? Atacama Desert. Which is the only country in the world that has a flag with a square shape? Switzerland, Monaco, or Nepal? It's Switzerland. What is the name of the river that flows through the Grand Canyon? Colorado River, Rio Grande, or Columbia River? Colorado River. Which country has a town named Dull, which is officially paired with a town in Scotland called Boring? Ireland, United States, or Canada? United States. Which country is completely surrounded by just one other country? Vatican City, Monaco, or Lesotho? Lesotho. Which of the following countries has no rivers? Saudi Arabia, Liechtenstein, or Uruguay? Liechtenstein. Which of these cities is located closest to the equator? Jakarta, Quito, or Nairobi? Quito. Which country is home to the world's longest fjord? Norway, Canada, or Chile? That's Norway. Which of these is the only landlocked country in South America that doesn't border Brazil? Bolivia, Paraguay, or Chile? Paraguay. Which of the following countries has an official language that is a form of sign language? United States, Italy, or Sri Lanka? Sri Lanka. In which country would you find the city of Timbuktu, once a centre of learning and trade? Sudan, Egypt, or Mali? Mali. Which country has the most natural lakes in the world? Canada, Russia, or the United States? Canada. Which of these mountains is the highest point in Africa? Mount Kilimanjaro, Mount Kenya, or Mount Elbrus? Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. Which of the following rivers is the longest in Europe? The Loire, the Danube, or the Volga? The Volga. Which of the following countries has a city named Bratislava on the banks of the Danube River? Slovakia, Hungary, or Austria? Slovakia. Which country is completely surrounded by just one other country and has no seacoast? San Marino, Vatican City, or Monaco? Vatican City. Which of these countries is located on the only continent where all countries are landlocked? Liechtenstein, Botswana, or Paraguay? Liechtenstein. Which of these cities is built on more than 100 islands? Stockholm, Amsterdam, or Venice? Venice. Which mountain range is known for being the birthplace of the world's highest waterfalls? Angel Falls, Himalayas, or Andes Mountains? Andes Mountains. Which of the following is the world's smallest ocean? Southern Ocean, Arctic Ocean, or Indian Ocean? Arctic Ocean. Which of these countries is located in both the northern and southern hemispheres? Kiribati, Kenya, or Ecuador? Kiribati. Which desert is known for being the most humid desert on Earth? Atacama Desert, Namib Desert, or Kalahari Desert? Namib Desert. Which island country is known for its black sand beaches due to its volcanic activity? Iceland, New Zealand, or the Philippines? Iceland. Which country is located to the longest coastline in the world? Russia, Canada, or Australia? Canada. Which of these countries does not have a land border with any other country? Japan, Indonesia, or Iceland? Iceland. Which ancient civilization built the famous city of Teotihuacan, known for its pyramids? Inca, Aztec, or Maya? Aztec. Barbados is the only one that has no rivers and is made up of 18 islands in the Caribbean. True or false? It's false. Identify the correct order of these countries by their size from smallest to largest. So Liechtenstein, Monaco, Vatican City, and San Marino, smallest to largest. Yeah, Vatican City first, then San Marino, Monaco, Liechtenstein. The famous stone forest is located in which country? China, Bolivia, or India? China. Which of the following is true about Lake Titicaca? It's located entirely in Peru. It's the highest navigable lake in the world, or it's the world's largest freshwater lake by surface. It is the highest navigable lake in the world. Match the following cities with their respective countries: Ulaanbaatar and Mongolia, Oslo, Sweden, or Casablanca, Tunisia? Which is correct? Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. Which country has the lowest population density but also one of the highest standards of living in the world? Mongolia, Australia, or Canada? Mongolia. Which of these countries is located on two continents but has no official border between them? Turkey, Egypt, or Russia? Turkey. Find the hidden country within the string of letters. A restless eagle soaring over the wide sky. Spain, Peru, or Georgia? Georgia. Which country has a city called Reykjavik, which is known for its geothermal energy? Norway, Iceland, or Sweden? It's Iceland. Which of the following cities is the only one in the world to have a subway system that is entirely above ground? Paris, Stockholm, or New York? Stockholm. Which desert has the lowest recorded temperatures for a desert, reaching minus 89.2? Gobi Desert, Sahara Desert, or Atacama Desert? Atacama Desert. Which country is known for having the only official national calendar that has 13 months? Ethiopia, Nepal, or Sri Lanka? Ethiopia. Which of the following is the only country in the world that is entirely made up of a single city? Singapore, Monaco, or Vatican City? Monaco. What is the name of the world's largest cave located in Vietnam? Son Doon Cave, Waitomo Caves, or Carlsbad Caverns? Son Doong Cave. Which country has the most time zones in the world, with a total of 11 different time zones? Russia, United States, or Canada? Russia. Which city is known as the City of 100 Spas? Prague, Paris, or Vienna? Prague. Which desert is the hottest in the world, with recorded temperatures reaching over 80 degrees on the ground? Sahara, Atacama, or Lut Desert? The Lut Desert in Iran. Unscramble the letters to find the country that is home to the world's largest active volcano. Is it Iceland, Indonesia, or Hawaii? That's Hawaii. I am a city in Europe, but my country has no seacoast. I am famous for my castle on a hill. What city am I? Prague, Vienna, or Luxembourg? Prague. And your last one. I am a city in Africa, but my country is entirely landlocked. I am famous for my wildlife reserves and being the gateway to the Okavango Delta. What am I? Harar, Gabon, or Windhoek? Gaborone. So, how did you do today? Drop your score in the comments below and, of course, like and subscribe so you get notified every time we post a new quiz. And join us next time on Quiz Time.